Sasa hebu tuelekee moja kwa moja hadi kule bungeni ambapo chama cha UASU ambacho ni chama cha wahadhiri nchini basi kinakutana na kamati ya bunge kuhusiana na elimu kuzungumzia hili swala la mgomo ambao sasa unaingia zaidi ya siku 40. Mtazamaji, hebu tuende kule moja kwa moja.
Last year, and I am sure that that information is still valid and it can be useful and any extrapolation can be done from there or any projections. Mr. Chairman, there's another thing, there's job evaluation. I think it's important, Mr. Chairman, on page 5 of our document. We are not, as a union, anywhere near that we have taken SRC to court. We don't have any matter with SRC in court. And therefore, the job evaluation being used, Mr. Chairman, not to submit a counter offer.
I want to guide you, Honorable Secretary General,
yes,
that most of what you are actually alluding to be new was actually exhaustively done by the UASU Secretary General, Mr. Esonga. Yes. And two, your presentation are actually going to be in conflict with what he also did present.
Okay.
So you be guided, yes, that what, if you are not in agreement with him, can you point out what you are not agreeing with UASU to be very clear so that you don't go take us through another round of a presentation?
Thank you, Chair. I'm guided.
Yes.
One of the things is that we are not in court with SRC. So that cannot be used as a pointer to deny us a counter offer. We are not. And second, Mr. Chairman, on the role of SRC in the CBA, Chairman, we have also agreed.
Point of order.
Maybe
we just require clarification, because now this is KUSU, and then we have KUSU here. The petition we have before us is by UASU. So where are we now? Maybe you seek clarification, your guidance. Because there's this KUSU, which appears not to have any problem. KUSU probably maybe have no any problem. But this is a UASU petition. Are we in order now to invite KUSU and KUSU to make their presentations?
The reason why I did allow KUSU was just to have clarification, because in all other negotiations that have been going on at the universities, and I think your records will actually set me straight, is that UASU has been negotiating, and the three have always been moving together. That is my understanding. However, actually the petition before us and before this House is primarily by UASU. But UASU has essentially been moving along with KUSU and KUSU. And that is why I guided the Honorable Secretary General that if the SG Wesonga has made this presentation, he did not make a presentation, because every other time they benefit from whatever they earn. So kindly be guided on that. And I want to guide the committee in the same understanding that the petition is essentially by UASU. So kindly. So I think that is the position, Honorable Njendi. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm guided. I think
yes. Kindly conclude 1 minute if you have any issue.
Yes,
thank
you.
Only.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, on that particular matter that has been mentioned by the IPUCCF, we have also captured it on our page 6, that as we sit before you, Mr. Chairman, one reason that is being advanced is that there is a court order. And as you guided that will be sub judice, I think you'll allow me to mention that we do not have any court order with the IPUCCF stopping us from engaging in our activity. And that we have captured. And therefore, Mr. Chairman, we have put all what we feel that can be able to help the current problem be resolved. And it is on our last page. And therefore, Mr. Chairman, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us just to buttress what our colleagues have indicated, and indeed to say there is a big problem in the universities that require your honorable committee to look at it and advise on the best way forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, the Secretary General, UASU, and KUSU. So, honorable members and our guests, we want to ventilate on this. And I want to guide that we shall try as much as possible to ventilate and be on time. So, kindly, if I shall allow you, I'll only have 3 rounds of questions, first set, and then the respondents will be able to answer them. But I want to guide that if actually the CBA argument is on 2013-2017, and if the National Treasury and the Ministry of Education, why do you want to negotiate 2021, yet you have not concluded 2013, 2017? If you are to conclude this one, 2013, 2017, these guys go to class, and then you negotiate 2021, it will be better. But that is my opinion. Yes. So I want to, and I want the Ministry of Education, National Treasury, clarify this matter on the outstanding pensions. I think some of these issues are managerial, pure managerial issues, and the chapter issues. That one are actually squarely on the Vice Chancellors and the Ministry of Education. And I think the National Treasury kindly clarify the 3.5 billion of 2010, 2012, and 2013, 2017. Kindly, PS.
Yeah, so we don't have to.
So that we don't need to talk on that.
Chair, I do recall we spent quite some time with the ministry last year trying to calculate exactly the amounts of money to be paid. Initially there was a different figure from the 5.3, but we got a team together between the ministry and the National Treasury and came up with a figure of 5.3. And that 5.3 includes the 781 million for pension. In my view, this is actually the first time I'm hearing that there are some outstanding pension to be paid for the 2013-2017 and also for the 2010-2013. It's the first time I'm hearing about it. Maybe after all this, we have another meeting with the ministry to find out exactly how this has arisen and why it was not presented to us at the earlier time.
The PS is very candid. Yes. Minister of Education.
Chair, the information we got from Treasury was that all monies, including pensions, were paid. So when this matter came to my attention, I have ordered my officers to look at those documents to clarify. Thank you, Chair.
Is it taking, what's the time frame? Yes, what is the time frame so that we really solve this matter?
I think I'll conclude it in the next 1 week.
So let me just, this is actually clarification from the IPCCF. You didn't make a presentation to the National Treasury. It's just also getting to know about it today. Professor Adwal.
Thank you, Chairman. IPUCCF makes presentations to the ministry, and it is a pity that this might have not gotten to Treasury, but the 2010-2013 is a very old CBA, which was paid as a lump sum at 7.8 billion shillings around in 2012-2013. And when it was paid, this 7.8 billion actually was approved as a special fund by Parliament. And the understanding when it was paid was that pension was not
Parliament.
Yes, pension was not paid. And the pension, I've got the actual figures now. The pension component that is outstanding from 2010-2013 is 1.272 billion shillings. Actually, it is not 1.5 as being said. We have much more clearer figures. And in fact, from 2013, we have had correspondence with the ministry on this matter, on the 2010-2013. It is a pity that they might not have the records. And then 2013-2017 was very clear. When the 10 billion shillings was granted for the negotiations of the CBA, it did not.
Na mtazamaji, basi hicho hapo ni chama cha UASU kikiongozwa na katibu mkuu wake Constantine Wesonga wakiwa mbele ya kamati ya bunge kuhusiana na elimu pamoja pia na kudhia, wakijaribu kueleza ile kamati kwa nini mgomo na masaibu ambayo wanapitia kama wahadhiri.